Thursday leg day. Just leaving. That was about a Nelly. That was 2 hours and 45 minutes total. Leg day, quads, hamstrings, calves. And then I started mixing it up with some arms because I need to work out my muscle groups a couple times a week. So I did triceps and forearms also today. It makes for a long time in the gym, but this is how I'm going to achieve what I want to achieve when it comes to weightlifting gains. I went up to 3,300 calories last night. That's for a gain of 5 pounds a month. That's what it takes. I got down to 165 and I just kind of floundered there on a diet. And that's it. I used to weigh 320 pounds. I now weigh 165 pounds. And it seems like my body really doesn't want to go any lower than that. That's kind of the game when it comes to lifting. It never was this way back in the day. You just lifted and you got, muscles. But now it's about bulking up and dieting down. So I started my winter bulk, let's call it, autumn. It's going to be winter. It's probably going to be, I'm going to try to make this stretch for 3 months. I just don't know how much weight I'm going to gain. And that's kind of how you play the game. I'll lift and see if I can keep up with it. I got to eat the right foods. And then once I start to get a little flabby, then it's time to diet down. Then you don't lift as heavy of a weight. You come down and do more reps a little bit because you don't want to lose your bulk. But really what I'm finding out about this is it's all about listening to your body. Alright, I get the first part of the video there's going to look like crap, but you're going to deal with it. Diet down, hopefully diet down in the spring, and be kind of ready for spring and the warmer weather and less clothes, being out and stuff like that. So, been working pretty hard lately. The cancer has not returned. Hopefully due to all the work in the gym I'm doing. I do have to start following up on my scopes and stuff should be coming up. And CAT scans and whatnot. And I always get kind of freaked out this time. I'm trying to kind of stay positive this time. But once CAT scans and everything start coming up, the recurrence of bladder cancer is so common that, you can't help but worry. But my big thing lately is staying confident. I've been getting my sleep in. Keep in mind that sleep is... I was not sleeping well. I've had insomnia since I got cancer last year pretty much. And I just eventually got tired of it. And I just got to sleep. So really, I've worked my way back up to 6 hours. I think that's more than anybody could ever hope for, really, when it comes to being able to have a productive day. You can sleep 7 or 8 hours, but it turns out, man, I just don't think you really need it. You need 6 hours of pretty good, relatively uninterrupted sleep. And you got to really take it seriously. That was my problem. Make your bedroom the perfect place to sleep. Black out the windows if you have to. But get your mental mindset in the right place. Take some melatonin. I've found when it comes to melatonin, I can take it for about a week, and then you got to taper off of it. Weed. It's legal in Ohio now. If you can get medical for any reason, weed is just, when it comes to sleep, it's great. I tried vapes for a long time, and vapes actually were kind of keeping me up. But flower, now that, I've harvested this year because it's legal in Ohio, I grew. And just flower just helps like crazy. So helps with the painkiller. It's better than all these stupid narcotics. Don't go to the doctor if you don't have to. My digestion was totally screwed from my bad diet for so many years, and I was told I had a fatty liver, when I first got sick last year, and after that, man, when I changed my diet around, my digestion just sucked, absolutely sucked, and I was getting ready to go to the doctor myself for that. It just wasn't working out. I'm talking, I hate to be frank, but diarrhea and just the bubble gut, just always going, quivering. I didn't know what was going on. Probably like my gallbladder or something like that. But after a while, I was like, well, maybe that was my liver repairing itself. Probably about like a month ago. it relatively stopped. I changed some stuff around, and I thought that was kind of it. Like I stopped eating. I was eating a whole bunch of PB2, peanut butter, powdered peanut butter. Oh my goodness, it's rush hour, kind of. Somebody just made a real crazy move. PB2 was kind of making me sick, I thought, so I stopped that, and then I got a little better, and then came back, and just over time, I just made the right changes, and now I'm fine. And oh my God, for about a month now, my digestion has been fine, and I am so happy. I've been watching a lot of Sam Sulek. Check him out. A lot of people kind of maybe hate on him because he's so big, and like people think he's on steroids, and on the internet's always picking people apart. But this man, Sam Sulek, look him up on YouTube, he's huge. He has just got the best advice for dieting down and bulking up, and food is a big part of all this. Oh my God, come on guys, we got a little bit of road rage going on here, and I'm stuck behind him. But listen to Sam Sulek just simply for the diet tips. He just really takes you down into his mind, tells you what he does and how he does it, and just really kind of picks it apart. And like I said, with me, I'm 49 years old, I weigh 165 pounds. I was at maintenance calories was about 2750, but I decided to up it. I upped it like 2950, and then I was like, you know what? I am just going to go ahead and up this to 33. I think right about 3,300. I think like 3,290. I'd have to check that out. I'm taking a little detour here because I live close to a school, and there's a 4-way stop up there. It's just impossible to get there. I guess I just have to take a monster truck. Yeah, I went up to 330. So the thing is I continue eating, I will continue to gain weight. And then I won't, I'll gain it the right way, because I'll eat good foods. Like during my meals, I'll space my meals apart. I'll get the right amount of protein. I'm getting quite a bit of protein right now, probably quite a bit more than I should. It's probably high 200s, like 280 grams of protein. For my body type, it's a little much. We're going to see what happens. I may have to cut down on my protein, but I've been going kind of nuts on protein shakes lately. My carbs are, they're probably about 300 a day, same as my protein, and my fat's like about 115 grams a day. So get yourself a program to count your calories. Some people say that counting your macros is, I just heard this last night, but counting your macros is kind of like an eating disorder. But, I lost weight with it. So you got to decide whether you want to lose weight or not. If you want to lose weight, you're not going to be able to eat all the foods that you want to all the time. Once you do lose weight, when I was big and fat, I could not do that. I vowed off this stuff for like a year, and now I can kind of eat what I want. Like I could go to McDonald's right now and throw down a McDonald's breakfast. At 3,300 calories, the way McDonald's breakfast goes, that's about half my calories per day. I can do it, no problem. Going to the gym, I've already worked out for 3 hours. My body's going to work that out however it has to. Now, it is much more intelligent to eat the right foods, because when I had, McDonald's, obviously, that would be fat, that would be refined sugar. I can get a much more well-rounded diet if I do it this way and if you do it that way. So be smart. Get a carb macro counting program, a calorie counting program. Once you make the progress, then you can kind of go back to you got to relearn how to eat. You can kind of go back to, it's very reminiscent of the old way that I used to gorge myself and be fat. That's not what we want. We want to find that discipline when it comes to food, and find that discipline when it comes to exercise, because we have lost what human beings are supposed to do with their bodies and their minds. I was always really focused on my mind. Everybody's always focused on their mind. The stress of life, it gets in the way, and the stress is what causes us to eat, and the stress is what causes us to make poor decisions. You have to get a hold of the stress before you can fix something else. It's kind of like free your mind and your ass will follow. But in this particular case, you don't know which one comes first. with me in particular, it was physical. It's not easy to do the physical, but force yourself into the physical and you'll grow, you'll grow, you'll grow, you'll grow. I never thought I'd be where I am right now. Running 5Ks whenever I want, doing HIIT training, working out for 3 hours in the gym, taking creatine, taking protein shakes. Your life will change, I promise you.